Corporate landlords, oh, we love them, don't we? Well, now corporate-controlled robot landlords are quickly taking over the real estate market, scooping up thousands of starter homes that should be going to, working families before regular people even have a chance to buy them. And what makes matters worse is the companies that are doing this, using algorithms and all of that, are just trying to corner the rental market. And they become landlords who don't want any face time with any of their tenants. And that's what this is about. So take Imagine Homes. We've talked about Imagine Homes before. Imagine Homes is an example of an automated landlord, a company that uses new data tools and technologies to minimize the costs of on-site human labor while collecting profits from rental properties. They are essential to the new and growing sector of companies backed by Wall Street investment firms that buy up thousands of single-family rental homes across several states. So we've talked about the private equity firms buying up entire neighborhoods of single-family homes because they want to corner the rental market. Now, this is the second part of that, which is how they find tenants, how they treat their tenants, and how they just rely on technology so they never even have to do any FaceTime with human beings who are dependent on having a roof over their heads. Now, Imagine Homes is taking automated to a whole new level, okay? The author of this piece, Nick Kepler, actually went to tour an apartment that was for rent and was purchased by Imagine Homes as a rental investment. The rental company's website finishes scanning my face, he writes, and an algorithm decides that I do resemble the photo on the passport I uploaded earlier. I get a text with a temporary 6-digit key code. There is no one waiting to greet me as I enter. As soon as I leave, I get an automated text asking if I want to apply to rent the place at $1,590 a month. Okay, so he could have proceeded with every single step of this process, applying for the apartment, paying the deposit, moving in, and even living there for years without ever speaking to a single human being. Now, if you've ever lived in a corporate-owned apartment building, you know what a disaster that is. If something breaks in your apartment, getting them to show up and fix it is almost impossible. Okay, it's very different from like a mom and pop landlord situation. Corporate landlords don't care, and corporate landlords run like corporations do. They want to maximize profits. And so they're not going to provide good service to their tenants. And that's a huge part of this problem. And the way that they're doing this, using the technology and the algorithms that they're using, is making an already terrible situation even worse.
I can't. I mean, my inclination is to say I can't believe that this is happening, but I guess why not? Like when the websites that are listing the real estate, it turns out now they're buying up all the real estate and selling it themselves. Like when you have this exact sort of AI-driven thing making tickets impossible to buy, they're automatically buying the tickets. Why wouldn't they be doing that for the homes too? And in terms of like operating as a digital landlord, some people might not mind this. We were having a talk before the show started about how the newest generation has grown up in a different world where some things are just normalized. I guess this sort of faceless, inhuman process might be considered normal, but I would wonder if the landlord can't be bothered to show the place or to confirm that the person is the person, to leave it to just an algorithm looking at a passport and say, you could probably move in here. Are they gonna be there when like the sink breaks?
No, of course not. Are you kidding me?
There's no chance.
No.
This is cyberpunk. This is all with the robot cops and you just like getting your little cube or whatever to live in. You never interact with anyone. It'll be efficient for the businesses, I guess, but I don't think it's gonna prioritize the experience of the customer.
They want to cut costs by treating their tenants like trash. Because again, it's a corporation. What do corporations want to do? They want to maximize their profits, and the way they maximize profits is by cutting labor. And in this case, they don't even need to hire individuals to go show the apartment. So they're cutting labor in that regard, okay? By the way, I mean, part of being shown an apartment or a home that maybe you're considering buying is like they show you things about the space that you need to know about. And if you don't have that, it's a problem, clearly. Okay,
yeah,
so
well, the issue is that there's nothing that can be done legally to stop this. There's no way that you could limit how many properties a particular company owns. There's no way that you require that a human is involved at different steps.
This is why I hate the Democrats.
You'd need to have like a government or something.
We don't have a single party in this country. Well, when it comes to economic matters, we do have a single party, and it's a pro-corporate party. Democrats, Republicans love to join forces. I mean, look at what Democrats did today in intervening to prevent a rail strike from happening. I mean, come on, so there's that. But aside from that, this isn't even on Joe Biden's radar. Nancy Pelosi couldn't care less. Like, think about Democratic leadership.
Does the algorithm let her into her extremely expensive refrigerator?
I wouldn't be surprised if she's invested in this company. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, someone should look into it. She has to do disclosures, right?